Hello, everybody. Welcome to my third webinar. My name is Diana. It's my online course for low-tech medical programming. And today I will tell you how to create your own mobile application for Android, and especially eHealth mobile application. That's the example that we will use, and let's start it. So I will share with you right now my presentation that I prepared about how we can use online platform MIT App Inventor to create an app. So I will share with you my presentation. I hope it can be seen very well. Okay, so here's a little bit information just about me for those who didn't see my webinars yet. My name is Diana. I studied in Bauman University in Moscow, Russia. Then I moved to France, where I had my master's degree in Grande École in Paris, in École Polytechnique and Centrale Supélec. So I'm a biomedical engineer with master degree, and for 5 last years I work as individual entrepreneur. So I work for the companies and for individual clients to create digital solutions for them, and I also work on my medical projects. And now we'll tell you a little bit why it's interesting, what my course is about. So I believe it's very important to check your state of health every day, and also to have a knowledge about the environmental parameters, what they should be, how they influence your state of health, to learn about your body and individual temperature. Like, for example, actually the temperature varies, the standards, they vary from person to another person, and your temperature might be lower than for other people or a little bit higher, and it's normal. If you check every day, actually you can find out many things about your body and about your health. And I can tell you how to do this, how to increase the quality of life and health, and um, also, of course, how to program this, how to actually create your own solutions for yourself, how to make it very much personalized, how to create a smart home, and how to use it for your new career opportunities. Especially about career opportunities, I would like to just to share a little bit how you could use the information. So um I'm trying to move my face so that you can read. So like, for example, on the left, you can see like for example, you can work for small companies or big companies. Like, for example, I create content, educational content for Vita Science company, and you could work, for example, for Siemens Healthcare. And you can also work for creators of sensors and digital digital devices, like, for example, Seed Studio, PCB Way. Like, for example, you could test their sensors, and they could pay you for this. Or for example, I had collaboration with Seed Studio to create projects, to create educational content using their sensors. And like this, you can put the links in the text, and if people, they follow, they click on the links and they buy something on their stuff, on their site, then the percentage from the amount of money that they spend there, it will come to you in one way or another. So there are different collaborations and different opportunities here. And you will be able to learn Python and other languages that I will talk about, artificial intelligence, how to work with microbit, Arduino, Raspberry Pi. And you can also have your own blog. You can actually create your own content, your own projects, your ideas, and to share with people what you are doing and how you think you can make their life better, like sharing your content on Hackster, GitHub, YouTube, and I'll be able to help you to find out in which way you can express yourself. So here is a plan of my online course. Right now we're on the third webinar. I will put the link to the first and second webinars under this video in YouTube in the description. And here's the third webinar, creation of a mobile application. And I will let you know how to do this. So there are different online platforms to create mobile application. Like I just mentioned here some of them, like Andromo, Mobile Roadie, AppyPie. There are different ones, and I saved links here. So if you are interested in my presentation, I can send you a link, and you can click on these interactive elements to access links directly. So if you're interested, just write me. I'm on YouTube and other social networks, so don't be shy. You can write me and I will send you a link so you can use it. And today you can see in the right corner on the first line there is MIT App Inventor. So here it is, and that's the site that's the online platform that we will use to create our mobile application today. But what is the online application, like what it is? So we will create not just mobile application for Android, like something without a purpose. No, we will have an e-health mobile application that will literally help you to have a healthier way to work, and that will help you to stay more efficient. How to do, what it's gonna do. So we will create a mobile application that will allow you to evaluate your work for a period of time that won't let you get tired. 30 minutes. That's an optimal period that is mentioned in many scientific articles. After this period, it's advised very much to have 5-minute pause, and we will not just have a 5 minutes pause, but we will have a pause for physical activity, so that you can move, you can have some physical training, and you will have in this application a button, a link to YouTube with the results for 5-minute efficient physical training. So in the app, on the screen, when you open the app, mobile app, you will see a timer that will go to 30 minutes. And you will see 3 buttons: start, pause, and reset. Then under these 3 buttons, we will see if we add the 4th button, physical activity, so that even if you worked less but you feel that you need a pause earlier, you can still click the button, and will automatically provide you to the page of YouTube with videos, 5 minutes videos with workouts. And we will have, but the main ones, these are 3 buttons. Start, so when we click, the timer start working. Pause, that make just a pause in the timer, but it doesn't put it to 0. And reset, which actually put timer to 0. So what do you need to create a mobile application? We need just the computer with internet access and a phone to test the application. And how we're gonna write a code to create a mobile application? We will use MIT App Inventor online platform to write the code. Why I chose this one to show you? It's because it was created with the help of students from MIT. I'm sure that you know it. It's the best technical university in the US, and I use it for the last 5 years, and it's really useful. Like it's easy to understand how to do it, and it's for free. It's doesn't have bugs. Nothing that I noticed. So it works perfectly, and It's easy to start with, so I hope you will also enjoy it. Okay, so here is the screen of MIT App Inventor, but I will right now go away from my presentation, and I will show you how to open online MIT App Inventor online platform. So we just write in the search bar MIT App Inventor. We click on this link, and so here is the site of MIT App Inventor. You can see what they write about and what they do, what they value, and what you can do on this. The most important part for us, the button, is to create apps. So we click on the orange button in the left corner here, and yes, so these are some of my previous projects. So I will click on the button start new project, and I will be like, I will name it like a new project. Okay. Just a second. Okay, new project. And here is what you're gonna see if you try to create new project on this online platform. So it seems to be something tremendous, like a lot of different things, what they mean. Like right now I'm trying to see, like, this is a palette. So these are elements that you can put on the screen of your phone. But the most important thing is that right now we see how your application will look like. So we see we are building what you will see on the screen of your phone. This is one side of mobile app, but there are two sides. One side is the design and what we're gonna see, and another side that we are not gonna see, its functionality. So you see in the right corner, right upper corner, there are two buttons, designer and blocks. So if you click blocks, it shows you a completely different window. It opens the window actually where for each element that you add on the screen of the phone, on the screen of your mobile app, you need to add functionality. Because if you just add the button, if you don't add some functionality, so the button will just be the button. You will click, but it will do nothing. There will be no action. And to add this action, to add the meaning to each element, that's for what we have this window, blocks. Right now we go to the first window, designer. That's where we put elements. So for example, you can see that on the left there are different elements like button, image, label, notifier, and others. So right now, for example, let's choose button, any element. So we just take it and drag and drop to the screen of the phone. So the element appeared on the screen, and it also appeared among the components. If you see a little bit more on the right, so we have it here under the screen. This is where we see all the structure of your mobile application. So because there are different elements, for example, we will have horizontal and vertical elements, and which inside we can put some elements so to understand the structure and where each element belongs. That's what we can see in the part of with the name components. And properties, it's very interesting part where we can put the color. We can choose the text, like for example, text for button 1. Let's choose it just to be called button. So I choose that I change the text and it's become button. And I can also choose background color. Let's choose, for example, green. Okay, so it changes to green. And we can also, for example, just to see how it works, to change the font size, for example. You see, it became bigger. So we can do all this stuff in the properties element, and we can change literally for any element its properties. So I will go back to my presentation to tell you more, because I prepared videos for you so that you don't need to wait for me to create an app. I already did it and I saved the videos for you. So here is the main screen designer, where we add elements on the screen of the phone, on the screen of the app. So with the red, I just underlined elements. Orange, it's for the phone screen, like it's a screen of the app. That's how it will look when you open the app. With yellow, it's general structure, and green is design. That's where we're changing the properties of the element. We're changing the properties of all parts of our mobile app. So right now you can see I'm showing you the video how I was adding the elements for this mobile application. So I was adding first vertical elongation of the elements. You can also have, for example, horizontal one, like it depending on what you want to see. You need to check. And we add 3 text labels. Why 3? Because each text label represent well, actually there are 3 text labels on one line. You will see, I will show you on the next slide. So here you can see on the image how the elements look like after I added them, just without design, just simple elements without, we didn't name them yet, we didn't work on the design, but we just see. So there is one line, there is a textful label 1, 2, 3, and then under this we have 3 buttons. And so text label, they represent, this line represent a timer. Timer has hours, minutes, and seconds, and each text label will count from 0 to 59. And then if it reaches 59, then we get like, for example, a minute increased by 1, and so on. And then there are 3 buttons. Each button will be start, pause, and reset. And we also add some special elements like timer and notification elements. So you can see that there is a clock. That's a component that that actually represent the timer. Without this element, we cannot count the time. And there is another element, notifier. That's the element actually that represent for the message, so that automatically, as soon as we have 30-minute work that we've already done, as soon as the timer reached 30 minutes, you will get automatic message on the screen that will tell you, okay, you worked 30 minutes, now you need to make a pause to do some physical activity and to stop working. So and the third element, it's activity starter. So this is a component that actually allows to launch other application. In our case, it's a YouTube page. So we will have a button which we click, and we open a page, a YouTube page already with the results for the search of 5-minute efficient physical training. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, and this is the screen. I'm just showing how of the name of the slide. So this is the screen of our eHealth mobile application with all the elements, with the design. So you can see that text labels, they became with 0 for hours, for minutes, for seconds. So in the beginning, of course, it should be 0, so we just put automatically 0 there. Then we have start, pause, reset, and I added the 4th button, but this you can choose, like you can make it automatically with the notification that comes that comes at the end of 30-minute period, or you can make a button so that you can choose when you want to do physical activity or do it earlier. to open YouTube with videos. So here how it looks, and you can see that in components we also have under the buttons clock, notifier, and activity starter, these three elements that are not seen, but they represent there, and they are very important for the timer, for automatic message, and for opening YouTube. So this is the second part where we add functionality to we add functionality to each element. So this is the window that I already showed you with blocks. So on the left I underlined with red, it's blocks with code, and with orange I show the screen with block structure. So that's where we drag and drop the elements to create action for each of the elements to add functionality. So I prepared the video for you to show how it works, how we add functionality. So for example, you see that when button click, what do? We do clock, time enabled, true. So we start timer as soon as the button 1 is clicked, and then we determine, I'm making the blocks, we determine how clock is working, how timer is working, so that we go from 0 to 59 with seconds for the label 3, which is seconds. So first we determine seconds, then we determine minutes, then we determine hours. And we still determine everything, even if we have 30 minutes, because maybe you want to work, maybe you want to change the code, maybe you want to work more. It's very much advised to work 30 minutes with 5-minute pause, but it's you who decide, of course. So I anyway will show how to do this completely. So now is the second part of the video, where we're adding functionality to our app elements. It will start now. So you can see that on the left I finished the code for the timer, and with pink you can see the time to make a break. You work 30 minutes. This is the automatic message that goes out when label 2 text is equal to 30. So when the number of minutes becomes 30, we get automatically this message with notifier. And you can see that it's written in that block, call notifier, show text dialog. And then we determine for each button, button 2, button 3, and button 4, the actions, what they do. So when button 2 is pressed, we pause the timer. When button 3 is pressed, we put to 0 each text label, so we completely stop the time. And the fourth one, it's with the link to YouTube. So here you can see it in good quality. This is full structure of the application, and you can see where we use notifier, when we use clock, when we use activity starter, and 4 buttons they determine with the code, and the timer is determined. And that's the app. That's how it works. You just drag and drop the elements, and you create your structure. So the last moment is how to save the application. So when you do it, then you just click on projects, save project, and save it on as a APK on your computer or directly on your phone, and then you can use it on the phone. I will show you how it works. So here is the video of the working health phone application. Oh, I'm sorry. I will just pause for a second. So not to wait 30 minutes for to show you how automatic message is working. I just changed for this video the code so that it will count until 30 seconds, and then we will see it. So it's a little bit modified just to make it simpler to show the work of the app. but the original code is about minutes, 30 minutes. So you see 30 seconds, and then it shows you work 30 seconds, time to make a pause, and you have a button, or you can do it automatically, to go and to have a training for 5 minutes. So yes, so here it is. This is the app, and I hope you enjoyed it and you will have some ideas for your apps, e-health or not health. I also made a slide like to with other interesting links and other interesting sites and programs. So there's a interesting Swiss site with online map with air pollution concentration readings. So I added here is the link, but you can ask me, I can send you a link to this presentation, so you can click on the interactive elements and to proceed to the site directly. There's a site Quantify Self, an online platform, very interesting one with different projects for self-monitoring of your health and other external factors. Like CO2 level, for example, or temperature in the room. It's very important. And for example, the site of French Association My Human Kit to develop projects to help people with disabilities. This is very noble aim, and if you have ideas how you can help people who have difficulties in using the sites, have problems with reading, have problems listening to information, and how you can help them to make it more accessible, then you can go to this site and see other projects, get inspired, and add your ideas. I think it's quite amazing. So thank you very much for thank you very much for being with me during this time, during my third webinar, and I hope it was enjoyable for you. And um, as I said, I add the links to 2 previous webinars, and you are very much welcomed for my new webinars, next ones. Enjoy, and if you have questions, you can write me. Thank you very much for joining me today. Bye.